Alrighty, we got Puzzle Gauntlet here. So as we normally do, we'll look at the featured characters. That's Black Panther, Thor Goddess of Thunder, Wasp, Janet Van Dyne, Beast, and Star-Lord. And what we usually do, we take out these essential nodes here, then we'll go through all the requisite nodes, and hopefully get these challenges here done in an orderly fashion. Okay, 14 friendly projectiles at once. On our turn, new tiles have an increased chance to be blue. Beta Ray Bill is going to make projectiles with his blue ability. If Bishop is out in front, he will make projectiles and Moham. I'm trying to remember. I know his yellow ability will convert any of our special tiles into projectiles, but is that one there the one that has him where he's out in front? No. If there's 6 or more friendly projectiles on the board, you convert to friendly projectiles or basic tiles to blue tiles. Yep, that's what it is. His general reserves is the one that has him if he's out in front. Oh, and also Better Reptil with his yellow ability, he'll gain blue and green AP. Alright, friendly projectiles. We gotta think long and hard about this. We don't have to think that long and hard about it. Black Panther, King of Wakanda. The idea is try to use his blue ability, Kinetic Shield, creates 4 projectiles that matter the strength. We get enough blue that's 28, and then if we happen to get some stuff from his yellow ability, that's cool. Go this way. Bill can't really activate his green ability, but he can activate his blue. Unlucky so far. Gotta go black here. No, I know which way. Well, he's gonna activate another clash of the worthy. That's actually pretty good. There's 24. make sure the AI doesn't get crazy. Now we got enough blue. Alright, cool. There's our projectile, so there's 2 there. And then each casting a kinetic shield will give us enough. Alright. More advanced support. Alright, changing the game. Have 20 strike tiles at once. This is the one that I usually hate. On our turn, new tiles have an increased chance to be purple. Also on our turn, new tiles have an increased chance to be friendly strike tiles. Wolverine is going to be the key to our fight. His green ability, Berserker Rage costs 9. It's going to create 6 friendly strike tiles for us, 6 enemy strike tiles for him, and his red ability, the best there is going to create strike tiles as well. Thanos, on the other hand, with his purple ability, will create a countdown tile that, as long as it's on the board, you can't change the board, meaning you can't add strike tiles, attack tiles, so on and so forth. For this one here, I always end up using Star-Lord because he's what we need to do this here. And again, the strategy is to let Wolverine gather as much green as possible. And then once we have enough purple, when he fires off this green, switch the board and hope for profit. Because I want at least enough casting for purple. And we'll let him grab that green unless there's a better match. There you go. So far, so good. We'll go blue. Again, I want him to grab the green. Good deal. I don't want to change that blue just yet. Right now. Dang it, that's what I didn't want. Alright, let's see here. So that's 12. Oh hell. 11, 4, 12, 13, 14. Wolverine fires off the best there is. That changes 2 tiles on the board. Alright, let's do a little burst healing real quick. Alright, where are we at right now? 17, good deal. Because we got enough. That's what I didn't want you to do, AI. That's what I want you to do. Now again, we'll survive. Just gotta make sure. Alright, still 17. Let's blow up the board a little bit. Still 17. way to have the best there is to activate. That's the reason why I hate this node here, because you have to get enough AP. Make sure you have enough strike tiles and juggle your health too. This way. I did not see the purple. Not paying attention to my board. Good deal. I'll go to match 4 blue. Grab some purple anyway. Drop down this. Alright, there's 11. Not great. He's gonna activate infinite power, then the strike tile. Oh no, there. Circuit rage. Okay, cool. Alright, there we go. 1 turn of that. Alright, that's 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. $16, 17. Well, no. That'll be 15. Now it's 14. Grab this purple here again. Grab the yellow. Again, grab purple again. Go conversion. Again, all I want him to do is grab those green tiles now that aren't charged. Good deal. Now manipulate the board. We should survive. Barely. That's 19. I can't steal another tile. That's funny. Yeah, man, that's gonna knock me off the portal. And then it's dead. Once you get past this node here, the rest of them should be easier. I'm gonna grab this green here, just so we can delay it just a few more turns. Okay, now I actually want you to grab the green. Purple. I'll take the hit there. Again, grabbing more purple. Alright, there's 2 of the tiles there. Cool, that'll work with us. 19. Gotta heal. Let's pull the board a little bit. Alright, cool deal. Still in the driver's seat. I just need Wolverine. Nope, I'm going black. Executive decision. Alright. Grab this yellow. Alright, there's 19, and now either way it went, if I didn't get the match, yeah, I was gonna get the match, and I was gonna convert some stuff. Alright. 10 friendly attack tiles at once. Prowler, he will create, I think he creates projectiles at the start of the battle for us. I'll double check and see. But Shuri, Luke Cage, and Prowler all deal with fortifications in one fashion or another. Luke and Shuri will fortify special tiles if they're already on the board. Friendly special tiles, I should add. Prowler, again, doesn't really matter which version I use. Start of the battle. Let's see here. Fortify. Start. 2 strike attack or projectiles, and if they happen to match it, then they steal the tile, improve it, and then create an enemy tile. But it's, yeah, start of the battle, create 2 fortified enemy projectiles. That's what it was with the projectiles that he starts off with. Alright, now normally if you have Polaris, she's gonna be the MVP here, but sadly I don't have Polaris, so she's not gonna be the MVP. Go with characters that I know that create attack tiles. Ronin does it whenever you match red. Carnage does it passively at the start of the turn, as long as you don't have more than 10. And Cloak and Dagger, as long as we have black on the board, enough black tiles, they'll create attack tiles on red. So there we go, starting this off. Alright, there's and then they're gonna match that. That's 6, doesn't matter. There's Child of Darkness. Alright, and then next turn, Carnage is gonna make some attack tiles. These should have. Oh well. Cause now Alien Instinct. Oh, fewer than. Yeah, we have to get rid of the projectiles too. Fortifies their tiles. Alright, there's Child of Darkness activating. Alright, there's that. Oh yeah, and the other thing Shuri does too, she will make stuff a whole lot cheaper for the for her team and cost a little bit too much for our team. That's the other thing. Alright. Y'all can have that. Alright, there's 9. As long as I can keep that black tile on the board, we might win. Yeah, hero for hire, yeah. Again, y'all can have that. There you go. That's how the fight should have been the last time. Alright. 12 friendly strike tiles at once. I have the perfect person in mind for this. Daredevil will convert up to 3 special tiles or strike attack or protect tiles. With his purple ability, he has trap tiles. With his red, Carolina Dean can send herself airborne. With her blue, create protect tiles. Magneto will create protect tiles with his yellow, destroy team up tiles with his red, and then Carolina's green will deal team damage. Where are you, MVP? For strike tiles. No, not Rocket and Groove. As much as I would like to use them. Maria Hill. Now, whoever else we have doesn't really matter. Dr. Doom will probably be using you a little bit later. Dakin will need you for strike tiles, and then just a random third. Dr. Doom will probably be using your other version too. And Angela. And you probably wonder, well, where the heck is the green? Let them match green. Alright, we're almost there. Alright, next cast in the black for Maria Hill, and then this fight is over with. Again, Angela will fire off strike tiles anytime one of her allies fires off a power. So that's what happened there. Alright, 14 friendly protects at once. Iron Fist will convert protects to strike tiles with his black. His blue ability will create strike tiles on the board, and then his green will do some damage and generate black. Sam Wilson, on the other hand, will be kind of an annoyance. Anytime his team matches blue, strengthens up so many in special tiles on the board. Strike attacker protects, obviously. His yellow is going to create a bunch of protects on the board based on the number of yellow tiles he has, and then his red. If we get to the point where we see his red, the fight's been going on way too long. And in Cloak and Dagger, we've seen them in action, creating attack tiles. Alright, I said we were going to use Magneto in the fight. So Magneto will create projectiles that we probably need. Probably need that up to level 4. Drop the blue down real quick. Let's see here, who else makes projectiles that I know of? Karnak does it at the start of the battle, but we don't really need Karnak to do that there. Luke Cage will do it if we fire off a power. Mr. Fantastic does it randomly. Oh, Red Guardian, duh. Anytime we fire off a power, he's gonna create a projectile on the board. Again, I would ideally like Luke to be out in front whenever stuff happens. Alright, there's that. Alright, activate Force Field. There's Iron Will. Again, we're gonna reset the board again. Alright, Luke, you're out in front. Do your thing. Doesn't matter. Let's get rid of these enemy projectiles here. Cool. Yeah, again, that's the reason I wanted the cage out in front. Alright, how many projectiles on the board? And there we go. Okay. Cell phone, why are we tripping? Probably just need to restart it or close the app. Anyway. Gotta do web tiles. 16 web tiles at once. For those who've watched Puzzle Gauntlet, you already know about Spider-Man Infinity War. As long as he makes a match, he's going to create web tiles, but if he takes any sort of damage that's past his damage threshold, he's going to remove half the web tiles on the board. Spider-Man 2099, anytime a hero on his team matches his colors, that's blue, yellow, and black, he's going to create web tiles on the board, converting basic green tiles into web tiles. And then Venom, he'll do some shenanigans with purple, stun the target for one turn, create a web tile, and then his Black Devour ability will deal damage based on the number of web tiles on the board. I kind of wish that Devour went back to the old way of doing things, and what I mean by the old way, if you had enough Devour tiles on the board, then it would instantly down, I mean not Devour tiles, but you had enough web tiles on the board, you could instantly down somebody, but I get it. So we can't have nice things in this game. Where is Spider-Man India? that's who we need here. And team ups don't really matter because I'm really trying to get rid of them, especially in this fight here. Alright, let's not target him. There you go, in one turn. All in one turn. Oh, and that team up there from Spider-Man with the POW, that will activate. That'll create some web tiles on the board too, and then like an enemy tiles. 20 charge tiles at once. On our turn, new tiles have an increased chance to be yellow. Storm will create charge tiles on the board with her black ability. That's her passive. And then if she gets enough black AP, then she will destroy all the charge tiles on the board. Goddess of Thunder Thor. She'll create charge tiles with her red ability, then destroy. I mean, not destroy. I'm thinking of the Mighty Thor. But she'll do damage based on the number of charge tiles she has on the board. Her yellow ability will destroy special tiles on the board, and then converting those tiles that were not necessarily destroyed, but she'll convert strike, attack, protects at level 5. I think it's invisibility and countdown tiles. She'll convert those there into charge tiles, and then her blue ability costs 9, stuns, creates charge tiles on blue, yellow, and red, which are her colors. And the X-Force Wolverine, let's just hope that he doesn't get his black ability. Let's just say that much there, because we'll be in for a world of trouble. His green, on the other hand, it will destroy some number of tiles on the board in an X-shaped pattern. And fun times will ensue. Where is my buddy? Well, yeah, we can use Mysterio. And where is Throg? Don't tell me I passed him by. Again, I don't want to do the supremely easy version of this here. What I mean by the supremely easy version, get Goddess of Thunder Thor, get Iron Man model 40. I think that's what it is. That guy there. Yeah, model 40. Get 12 yellow AP. Uses recharge. She's pretty much recharged, and fire off her blues and reds to your heart's content. Okay, well, looks like Mysterio's gonna have to start us off. They probably wonder, well, why in the world did I bring Mysterio to this fight here? Well, Mysterio will convert some charge tiles using his black ability. Well, at least Throg's gonna take some sort of damage because I don't see any other tiles on the board. That'll prevent him from taking any damage. Oh, there goes 2 of our charges. Don't need to throw away any of our tiles, not yet anyways. they're gonna take some damage, but it'll be alright. Alright, now who do I want to eliminate the most? Or stun? Well, you gotta go. Because we can deal with storms, shenanigans. We can deal with that there. Okay, we don't need that. You really need to get rid of the charge tiles. Yeah, see, there's that there, and then if we had enough black, yeah, we're not gonna be able to win this one here. Yeah, they should be alright health-wise. So we just had the mother of all cascades happen. That turned a bad situation to a slightly worse situation. Alright, X-Force is gonna blow. Thought he was gonna blow up the board, but I guess not. Okay, there's Ice Storm. We can live with Ice Storm. That's one of those lesser of all evil things. Take this match 5. Again, striking distances does nothing for us. Electro got his amps. Alright, now this is the reason why I bring Electro in. Look at all them charge tiles we created. Alright, so there is the first half done, dusted. On to the next one. Have 10 enemy strike tiles at once. Electra is going to convert strike tiles, basic tiles, into, excuse me, let me rewind it back. Electra will convert basic purple tiles into enemy strike tiles. Enemy meaning strike tiles for us. And if we happen to have any strike or projectiles on the board, then she'll convert those into friendly, strengthen those thereof. Scarlet Witch will be purple. Electra has a trap tile ability with her red ability. We'll see that Monday. And then Loki will punish us for making match 4s, and he'll convert any enemy strike tiles to protect tiles, friendly projectiles, and vice versa. So that's all you need to know. Okie doke. Let's see here, we use Jane Foster. I guess we'll go ahead and use Janet from another planet. Beast will be used pretty soon. But let's see here, we gotta convert enemy strike tiles. We gotta get the enemy strike tiles. Perfect person for that is Sabretooth. He'll do that. And then Mantis, don't you give away friendly tiles, friendly strikes to enemies, right? Yep. So we'll just need enough black from Sabretooth. Happy birthday, Runt. So again, that's 3. So we'll need at least 21 black, plus whatever we can get from Mantis and Wasp, because at least Wasp will create some strike tiles and protect tiles. I'm looking to see who else will convert. I can't really use Jeffrey because he just removes all special tiles. At least the 3-star version, or in my case, Ascended 3-star version. Again, I'm just looking. Rhino, don't you? No, you create friendlies. Alright. I can also use them team ups too. Alright, we'll go ahead and start this here off. Yeah, let's go ahead and start off oversharing now. Again, all we're trying to do is get black. Now activate your double cross. Alright, now how many? That's 3 on the board. That'll be 9. Still not where I wanted to go. Alright, there we go. We've won. There's 7. There you go. And then even if I didn't do it that way, I still had oversharing. Alright, clear out enemy strike, attack, and protect tiles. Rocking the group makes them at the start of the battle. That's 7 strike tiles. Carnage will create strike, attack, and protect tile. Strike. Let's run that back. Rocking the group, strike, attack, and protect tiles at the start of the battle. That's 7. Carnage, which we've seen in action earlier, creates attack tiles based on the number of friendly special tiles that happen to be on the board. And then Nico Minoru, she'll buff all the strike, attack, and protect tiles on the board, as well as if she takes some form of damage, she can also create strike, attack, and protect tiles with her purple, and her yellow will also create protect tiles. I could have used her, but we're gonna make this really simple. We get the green beast, let's get the Vampire Diaries, and I don't really care who's the third. Puck, you coming in. Again, I could have went with Rhino, but I'm gonna go with Puck. You know what? No. Let's add insult to injury. Reptil, where are you at? All I need is a strike tile. That is all I need. Reptil is going to take out the entire team. We've come pretty close to it. Alright. I got everything I need now. Hematology, that destroys that removes that. Boom, feeding frenzy, boom. Again, doesn't really matter. That's healing. Hematology again, boom. In the shadows. Reptil, boom. Alright. He said it would be easy, he said. It is easy. Now it depends on where the AI goes with this match. Oh no! No. Whatever I do, don't push the button. Don't push the button. Now another way you can make this here supremely easy, if you had our good friend, what's his face? Chasm just nullifies any strike attack and projectiles that are just made on the board. Ooh, that hurts. Oh no. That's actually gonna be troublesome. It really is. Retreat. See, Reptil, you gave me bad luck, man. Bad luck. Still, we'll bring him in. Alright. Now, this is the one turn KO. Oh, and got close. Okay, Reptil, if you don't make things right within these next few matches, I have a replacement for you. I have the perfect replacement for him. I guess he heard the message. No, don't do that. That's dangerous. It's dangerous to go there. Oh man, well, it was nice knowing this. No, not Reptil. Anybody but Reptil. He was really needed. Alright, let's see what hematology get rid of. Got rid of that. Cool. This fight's over with. Just had to get rid of Reptil. Just had to get rid of him. Now my alternative strategy for this here, for this node here, again I'm not gonna replay it. Again, keep these two here, and then I would have replaced Reptil with, where are you, Hellcat? Patsy's hiding. She got scared because of Reptil. But we'd have had her, and then we would have used cat-like reflexes and swipe right, get all the enemy special tiles down on the bottom, and then wipe them out. Alright, 2045 tiles at once. We talked about Iron Fist, no need to reiterate about him. Misty Knight, her green ability, that's going to be stupidly annoying. It'll remove all fortified tiles on the board. That's going to be... Professor X, whenever his allies fire off a power, he's going to create a strike, attack, and a projectile. And then when he's invisible with his purple ability, he'll strengthen those strike, attack, and projectiles that are on the board. And then if they make a match 5 or greater, he will gain AP and his team's strongest color. Alright, we've used everybody. So let's make this here fun. Fun for me, not fun for the AI. Where is Shuri? I just passed her. I think the vampire scared her. But I know who we can bring in. Do you believe in magic? Not that magic, this magic. And then just turn it there to green. Put her there. Again, I get enough yellow, I get enough other colors, I win. Alright, she can destroy all the fortified tiles because we're not going to create no fortified just yet. Now, as long as the professor doesn't go invisible, I don't care. Alright, there's a full fortified tile. That's because of the Shuri's Lab support. Do I want to use that there this early? Probably not. Time to make things expensive for them. That's protected Wakanda. There's that. Let's activate Ruler's Limbo. More fortified tiles. Now let's activate Iranian Virtuoso. There's more fortified tiles. Let's do it again. Let's activate Twin Blasters just to stun somebody. Maybe. There we go. We'll activate it again. At 17. One more time, just for good measure. Alright, Professor, now you literally have 2 turns to defeat us. Or more than 2 turns, I should say. No. This might be a slight problem. Nothing I couldn't fix. Alright, so there is Puzzle Gauntlet done and dusted. With no thanks to Reptil. So let's take a look at it. You get opportunities to get the Fantasticar. I don't know why that's a visual misprint, but that's Fantasticar. Your featured ores and 3 stars, random assortment of 3s, red ISO 8 basic support tokens, random assortment of 2 stars. If you remember the last time when I did Puzzle Gauntlet, I saved some of the tokens. A few of them just to cycle through, and then one more. Okay, Angel. All right, we'll leave off of that. take a look at any offers, see if there's anything that you all need to cough up on. This one here, I know it says the New Avengers, but it's the Fantastic Four Seasonal Vault. Again, copy paste and not looking at any of the typographical errors, or looking in the lines of code and replacing one line from something other else. Alright, the next thing is the sports. So let's take a look at these sports that are in this cycle here. Battle World, Fantastic Car, which we got. I have it at level 5, and I'll probably just pull one just for posterity, because again, there's no need for me to pull another Fantastic Car. Hulkling, Hydra Henchman, Implanted Bomb, that's what I actually have favorited right now. Carmitage, I have that at level 5. Korg, Caravan, Leapfrog, Lockheed, Proxima Midnight, Quantum Realm, that's really good. Leapfrog, if you haven't played PvP before it got disabled, then you know how annoying Leapfrog is, and you know how annoying Fantastic Car is. Vision Quinjet, it's alright. Royal Talon Fighter, that's what mostly everybody used on Okoye before Fantastic Car became a thing. Sharon Carter, Scroll Illuminati, okay, cool, whatever. Spider Penny Parker, best way for you to get yellow AP. That's not one of the at the start of the battles, which that's what Vintage Shield is. The Milano, that's alright. Dora Milaje, we've seen that in action with Black Panther. Wong, Master of Mystical Arts, that's alright. And the Homemade Web Shooters. Crazy Web Tiles if Spider-Man makes a match 5. Alright, so I'm gonna open up 7 of these here. Like I said, Implanted Bomb is my favorite support. Level 3 for Battle World. Alright, another 10 for Hell Hydra. Another 40 there for my Implanted Bomb. Alright, 2 more. And then the last one here. Dora Milaje. Alright, 50 bonus shards there on top of the 10. And then just open up 2 of these here. Caravan, which I have it there at level 4, obviously. Got 100 bonus shards there. And then I'll open up 1 of these here. Because I'll get another one during the Blase block. Alright, Fantastic Car. Got an opportunity. Like, you're guaranteed no lower than a 3-star with the Master Support token, but you have an opportunity to get a 4 or 5. If you finally get one, fantastic. So there's my level 3. Again, it's maxed out, so all those shards are going to the ether. All right, let's take a look at it. Not that far there. I have mines equipped to a Okoye, but naturally it's supposed to be equipped to the Fantastic Four. There is going to be a rework with this particular support, but We don't know when it's coming in. Continue using it until you hear otherwise. At rank 1, and again this is at 250. The first 4 times an allied hero takes damage from an ability, reduce the damage by 50% and gain 1 AP and a random color. Again, Rank 3, this is the one that you want. For the first 4 turns, whenever the supported character makes a match, increase that match damage by 75%, swap 2 random pairs of basic tiles, and then gain 1 team up AP. Now if you get some crazy cascades, 1 team up AP can end up being 10 team up AP. And then rank 5, whenever your team matches 4 or more tiles, they deal 75% increased match damage. Again, that's just icing on top of more icing on a cake. Or more specifically, whatever your favorite piece of food might be. If it's an apple, that's like getting another apple on top of an apple. And then finally, the synergy perk, if you equip it to the Fantastic Four, the first 4 times a special tile owned by the supported character is destroyed, they deal 6% damage to the target. Now you probably want to convert, or if you were to put it on a Fantastic Four member, I would say Susan, because her blues are at least easier to trigger. You might could do it on Johnny, but again, trying to get 10 black for his attack tiles versus 6 for Susan, and she has strike tiles on the board, and she can block some stuff, and she can make your team go invisible to create protect tiles. So there you go. So that's Puzzle Gauntlet done and dusted. As you can see, some of the 5-star supports that I already have maxed out, like Royal Talent Fighter, got that maxed out. Got Carmitage maxed out. Again, the Fantastic card maxed out. Several others. I got Wong. I got that maxed out. Yaru, I actually hit the max cap here during our Alliance event. I'm gonna rank this here up to 250. So as you can see, this is the stuff right now at level 4, and this is the 250. 80% chance to gain 6 green AP. So yeah, that's the reason I have this here equipped to Thor. Now if I really need green AP, he's at half health. Pair him up with Iceman, boom. And yeah, that is all that I have to say. We will be back at it Monday, hopefully, for the Crash of the Titans. Again, like I mentioned with Electra. So be excellent to your fellow human beings, and I will catch you all then. Till then, peace.